Hi, this is Theo from pocketblocks.com. Someone on YouTube asked me how to paint pink with watercolor. So today's video will be on painting pink. Let's get started. Pink to me is red diluted with water. I'm going to use different reds to show you the different shades of pink you can get. This is a box with Mission Go watercolors. I'm going to start with this color here. This is permanent red. I'm going to add some water and just dab a bit of permanent red and show you what color I can get with that. So this is the color with permanent red. Let me add a bit more to show you how it looks like when it's much stronger. And a bit more. So at its full strength, you can see that this is quite intense and much red. But when it's diluted down, you get a very nice shade of pink. Next color is Permanent Rose, also from Mission Go. This is Permanent Rose. It's a much cooler color, more towards magenta. Let me add a bit more. Perhaps a bit too much. And let me show you the full strength. The next red that I have is Rose Madder. Same thing, I'm going to dab a bit of Rose Madder. Add a bit more. And show you the full strength. So to me, permanent red gives me a nice shade of pink, more towards the flashy tone side, and permanent rose and rose madder, they are more towards the violet, the cooler side. Let me switch to a different brand. The other brand that I have is Daniel Smith. I'm going to use Queen Red. So same thing, just dab a bit of Queen Red. So you can see that these two colors are quite close. Let me add a bit more. And show you the full strength. Next I will use Queen Magenta. Queen Magenta is more violet to me. So this is definitely not pink. And the full strength of Queen Magenta. And lastly, I have transparent Pyrole red, which is a color that I like very much. It's a warm red that tends towards the orange side, let's see. So this is a very pale wash. Let me add a bit more. A bit more. And show you the full strength. I also want to show you another color, which is the very common color, Permanent Alizarin Crimson. Just a light wash. And let me add a bit more to it. Let's take a closer look at the different pinks I have. This is Mission Go Permanent Red. I like this pink because it leans towards the flashier tone or the peach-like color. This is a color that I personally prefer. And next we have Mission Go Permanent Rose and Rose Madder. So Permanent Rose is a bit more pinkish, I would say, compared to Rose Madder. Rose Madder is a bit more subdued. So once you add water, it gives you a very nice pink as well, but different compared to this pink. This is, I would say, more towards the cooler side, relatively speaking. Then we have rose madder, which has a nice pink as well. If you want a more subdued pink, maybe rose madder. This is Daniel Smith Queen Red. Queen Red and rose madder, they look pretty similar to me. Almost no difference at all, except when you use them. If you don't dilute them, maybe you will see some slight differences here. Daniel Smith Queen Magenta is definitely not pink. This is magenta well. And here we have Daniel Smith Transparent Priori. This is a bit warmer. I also like this pink because, again, it leans towards the flesh tone, the peach-like color, something that I like. So as we move down, you can see this is the red that you get when it's intense. And lastly, there is this Winsor Newton Permanent Alizarin Crimson. If you take a look at this crimson here and rose madder and queen red, you can see that they are quite close. So in your palette, if you want a pink, you just need a warm and a cool red. In this case, for me, I like transparent Pyrole and maybe queen red for Daniel Smith. For Mission Go, it's permanent red and rose madder and permanent rose. If you add in a bit of yellow, you can get very nice skin tones. For example, here I added a bit of yellow. This is with Mission Go, perm red, perm rose. You can see the different skin tones you can get. And this is rose madder, so if you add in a bit more yellow, you can get this very nice pink as well. I also have a color swatch for Daniel Smith colors, so I added some yellows, and this is the different types of colors you can get, but this is more towards the orange side. So to get pink, you just add water to the red. Which pink you get really depends on which red you start out with. Personally, for me, I don't have any preference when it comes to different brands. I just use whatever that is in the box. As long as it looks like a pink to me, that is good enough for me. Sometimes to give the pink a bit more variation, I would add some yellow, a tiny bit of yellow or a tiny bit of orange just to mix things up a bit. Anyway, that's the end of this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section below. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do so for more sketching tips, techniques, art book reviews, and more. See you in the next video. Bye.